Geometry. What is geometry?
Janine, a third-grade teacher, is a normal, young 36-year-old woman who's doing exactly what she loves, teaching. 9 years ago, her teaching career and her dreams of a normal life came under attack. She was diagnosed with neurocardiogenic syncope.
The first time I passed out, I was standing in front of my class of third graders the very first week of school. I felt the lightheadedness, and the next thing I knew, I was on the floor. The kids were petrified, my colleagues were frightened, and I remember thinking, this is bad. Ultimately, I was told I needed an implantable pacemaker. I was only 26 years old. How could I need a pacemaker? I decided to move ahead in the hopes that this would be the answer. I underwent surgery and had a Medtronic pacemaker implanted. After about a month, my passing out started all over again. From that point on, my life just crumbled. The passing out increased. It began happening 5 to 7 times a week, sometimes without warning, causing me to get hurt. I couldn't work, I couldn't drive, or I couldn't live the life of a normal 27-year-old. I started losing hope. I continued to search for answers and finally found an expert that recommended a special sensor called CLS.
Conventional pacemakers attempt to detect and counteract syncopal episodes based off a sudden drop in heart rate. Unfortunately, most episodes of syncope that are vagal start with a profound drop in blood pressure followed by the bradycardic component. By the time the pacemaker detects and paces, it might be too late to prevent the episode.
BIOTRONIK's pacemaker can work differently. It has a unique sensor called CLS, or Closed Loop Stimulation, that taps into the autonomic nervous system. During the early stages of vasovagal syncope, a diminished venous return can stimulate a sympathetic compensatory tone that leads to increased cardiac contractility, changes that can immediately be detected by CLS. In Janine's case, CLS was able to detect the precipitating blood pressure drop and respond with an augmented heart rate at an earlier stage. This translated into a quicker response and better relief of her symptoms.
Closed Loop Stimulation, or CLS for short, is a unique sensor that adjusts the patient's heart rate to metabolic needs based on both physical and mental stressors. It assesses hemodynamic requirements by assessing right ventricular contractility changes triggered by the autonomic nervous system. This remarkable innovation calculates right ventricular impedance changes at the electrode tip by comparing each impedance curve recorded under stressful conditions to the patient's reference impedance curves under rest. This enables CLS to protect the heart with every single beat. Since Janine received her BIOTRONIK pacemaker, she has been living a productive, satisfying life.
CLS has really given me my life back. After 10 years of basically losing hope, I'm finally able to do the things that I love to do, like teach and live my life.